Hey, Bryce Broom here. Today I'm going to be testing two different snake hooks from the African Snakebite Institute. First being this three-piece collapsible snake hook that I really like. I mean, it collapses into three small pieces, pretty cool. Just don't lose it. Second being this long 1.2 meter non-collapsible hook stick. Let's get into handling some venomous snakes with these hook sticks. So the three-piece snake hook does conveniently come with a little bag to keep everything together, because if you do lose one of these parts, it's gonna suck because they meant to stay together. Once put together, this hook stick is 1.2 meters long. So it's incredibly long, and it's a lot longer than I am used to, but I do tend to use a lot shorter hooks. So what I really like is I can actually just forget about the middle part and use it as a normal hook stick, a little bit shorter than most people would have, but I really love this. If I'm handling something like a large black mamba, I'll probably add the third stick in there just to give me that extra length. But in general, this size is what I like, and I like that it fits together, so you can choose if you want to have it as a three-piece or a two-piece hook stick. So over here I have a beautiful female Limpopo locality puff adder, and I'm using the short two-piece collapsible hook. Well, I made it a two-piece now, and the 1.2 meter hook stick, which is nice because I don't need to move like closer to her to bring the snake closer to me because it is such a long hook stick. But another thing I do have to say, if you don't have incredibly strong wrists, you can't handle a snake that far out, something like a puff adder, with just holding it at the end of the hook. Let me show you what I mean. It's incredibly difficult to lift the snake up with one hook stick over here while just holding the end handle over here. Something I really would have liked to see on this non-collapsible hook stick is another grip right over here. So when I'm handling something like a puff adder, I don't have to handle it far out here and like put so much strain on my wrist. I could actually handle it here and have that extra bit of support. Kind of like this three-piece collapsible hook stick. So for instance, something like this over here where I can hold this and then be supported by the rest of the hook and pick up the puff adder just like that. Because if I do have it at the end of the 1.2 meter hooks, it puts a lot of strain on your wrist, and not many people's wrists are that strong. So the advantage of having the small collapsible hook stick is when you have a snake like this, not an adult Cape Cobra, but a juvenile, and then you're able to handle it properly. Whereas if I try to tail something like this juvenile Cape Cobra with this long 1.2 meter hook stick, it wouldn't work out well. Luckily, the snake is very good at riding the hook, so in most cases you don't need to actually tail the animal, which is good because it's better not to tail the animals. It is a lot safer on you, the handler. But if for some reason you have to tail the animal, you won't really be able to tail it holding the grip far down this end of the snake hook, but you can still hold it by the aluminium shaft. But then again, that's why I love this collapsible hook stick, because I can choose what size I want it to be. And it's going to stay on this two-piece collapsible hook stick for now because that's the size the snake needs. So just for reference, this is the size of my normal hook stick back to back. And if we keep it along this end, this is where the hook ends, and this is how much longer the 1.2 meter hook stick is. About 200 millimeters longer. So yes.